Aloha hoku ohana. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for your reading. I'm super excited for today's message. The first one is that you're being gifted a year of inspirational growth. I'm hearing you're about to be an inspiration to so many. And yesterday when I was cycling, I saw this, like comparisonmarket.com. Is that type of energy with a meerkat. And it said a new era, and then right in front of me, a van passed by saying the right way. So wherever it is that you guys are going, you're going the right way. And when I talk about the right, I feel like this is a path that you're walking now that feels like you're right at home. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting from it, but you're stepping into a new era. And then last night in the astral realm, I saw this woman giving birth to a life path 5. It's 5, sorry. So 5 is all about coming outside of your comfort zone. It represents a major catalyst of change occurring in your life. And life path 5s are, they're the you can refer to them as, at first, initially being the kid that's like, oh my god, the world is so big. And then they have this paradigm shift and they're like, oh my gosh, the world is so big and it's my oyster. And there is almost that new era that you're stepping into where you have this almost, I'm hearing explosive energy. And this is you being pure creative life force. They carry a lot of creative life force within them. And they're here to be able to demonstrate their infinite potential in this realm. And to the outside world, it seems like it's super, super easy. You know, it's like the duck on the top of a river, and they're looking like they're all graceful upon the surface, but I'm hearing in the inner workings of your mind, it's almost like you're kicking your feet just to stay afloat during this time, but you make it look so easy. Okay, so there's a lot that's going on internally where it's like you're scaling this mountain and you're going to reach this mountain. Okay, that's the energy that I get. And you could be doing multiple things at once. It is kind of like a great sign when it comes to multitasking, but you may have also a tangible outlet right now as well with the life path 5 energies that you could feel like is really assisting you during this, I'm hearing like cultivation period. So there's things that you're cultivating. I'm also hearing there's things that you're collecting within you right now. There's things that you're returning back to as well and bringing forward with you. Okay, anyway, they were talking about the heart center in the astral realm and that being fire, and they were talking about the cortex of the heart. So there definitely is this thing that, you know, it inspires you, and acting on your aspirations is going to be highly inspiring to others as well. And then I saw somebody reconstructing a house. So it's almost like you're reconstructing parts of yourself during this time. It's like you're going through a full-blown renovation, you know, internally, where I'm seeing, like, you know how you gutter a house, right? Just to build it new. It's like you are stepping into a version of yourself that is the highest octave you've ever experienced on earth. Okay, and they were putting up new material into the home and it was happening very, very quickly. So again, this is like rapid changes that are occurring as you make friends with the unknown and you step outside of your comfort zone right now. And then I saw like a playground, a jungle gym, an obstacle course. So this is about you guys having fun and realizing that one of you said obstacles are the journey, you know, being able to see how even in the face of challenge and adversity, you're always able to rise to the occasion unfailingly. Okay, it's showing you how unstoppable you are. There's something about realities reminding you that you are an unstoppable force to be reckoned with right now. And then there was also a theme around people swimming. So it's like you're venturing into some kind of unexplored territory during this time, maybe even within yourself, and how you can excel in external reality as a result of these new discoveries that you're finding. And they said Uranus and the water don't usually go together, but there was something highly conducive that was happening. Uranus is like electric energy and the water is like your emotions. Even with the moon, this could be about sudden things that are being poured up inside of you. Uranus is quite unpredictable. Things occur outside of the blue, but I feel like there's a lot that's going to be coming to the surface, but we're seeing a highly conducive environment. So you guys could be a conduit. You could be channeling something. I feel like especially information from your higher self to assist you in optimal navigation on Earth, okay? And this is definitely going to bring in some type of opportunity. And I'm hearing just get ready to rise because the water level is rising right now, okay? and it's bringing things up, okay, during this time. So be prepared to act on the information that you receive, okay? So let's go ahead and see what this is about. There's quite a lot going on here, but let's go ahead and take a look at the women giving birth. This could be to a new version of yourself. A lot of you, again, this could be something creative that you're doing. But yeah, life path 5 could be significant for you, or you're just taking on the 5 energy right now, which is, again, very fiery and also very expressive and almost childlike in that way. So it's you coming into being a sovereign creator in this existence, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at the energy surrounding you right now. Let's see. And there's something about you've overcome the 4, and the 4 is about practical embodiment. And now you're ready to explore where this new vibration you're sustaining within yourself is taking you, okay? Tidal force, wow. So again, this is like the Uranus energy in the water, right? It's like it's creating this current. There is this tide inside of you. You may even feel like there's this pool. And it's interesting because we have pulsar there. So pulsar is basically about a short but intense trip. Okay, this is again something that happens kind of very unexpectedly, and it's going to happen back to back for you guys. And that's what I'm seeing. It's like you're doing more than one thing. There's more than one thing that's going to be revealing itself to you, and it's like you're having to adapt, and you're going to realize that you're inbuilt. I'm hearing you've been inbuilt with this sophisticated equipment to handle and navigate your way through changing circumstances. But I get reality is now already reconfigured itself in ways that you're about to see and witness, and you're going to have to correspond with these changes, okay? That's what I'm seeing. There's like a correspondence that's going on. So let's go ahead and take a look at tidal force. Wow. Again, they're definitely that strong energy at the end of the astral. Let's take a look at tidal force. So duality, the sun, the moon, coming and going. The ascent and descent caused by gravitational forces exerted by the sun and the moon onto Earth. So again, this is like some type of intercommunication that's going on within you that's definitely deeply affecting. I'm also hearing like something that's being ingrained within you, something that's being instilled within you, and I feel like it's this pure knowing. The sea is like you, violent, restless, and indecisive. Peaceful, calm, and stable, depending on the day, depending on its way. Swings that make you sleep, swings that make you dizzy. The sea is like us, dawn on the sand, dawn on the land. The way it turns, sometimes it makes me see that there is nothing more than the tidal force acting on our being. And I feel like you guys, you are the representation of the ocean right now. Like you are the whole ocean in a drop. And what I'm seeing is there is so much more to you than what meets the surface. And I'm hearing even when people meet your surface. And it's because on the surface, things seem calm. Again, much like the duck, right? But underneath, there is this roaring current. There is this eternal presence within you that is assisting you when it comes to navigating. I'm seeing like the surface of the earth, okay? Okay, let's see. But there's a short and intense energy around this. It's short and intense with tidal force. Let's see. We also have retrograde. Yeah, so there's things that you're going back to and retrieving. And this could be like very, very either like unexpectedly for you guys, or it's just something that, again, you're returning to in one way or another. With energy, it's going to lead to some kind of excitement. There's something that possibly you didn't see. There's something new that you're recovering within you. There's new information that you're receiving during this time that I'm hearing is helping you connect the dots. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at retrograde. Okay, moving backwards in appearance. Apparent movement of planets orbiting the sun with respect to others of the same system, who are perceived from us on Earth as moving backwards due to different speeds and orbital distances. This basically talks about the feeling that you're going on an evolution, or you're revisiting the past, but you're not really ever involuting, you're always evolving. And this is part of your evolution process. So it talks about how there are things that it feels like a setback that you've gone through, but it's leading to a major success. And I've been receiving this message actually, like the other day, Spirit was telling me something about, oh, just get ready, because before you step into this new phase or this new era, you're having to master the last chapter. And there's something about some type of mastery that you're gaining over matter during this time, instead of having matter master you. And I'm seeing somebody like orchestrating the ocean. This is interesting. Hold on, let me find this. And then I was also getting another download in regards to a mountain. Like you're scaling this mountain, right? Let me see. I said you've climbed this mountain that you've been scaling. Like a lot of you feel like you've been scaling this for quite a while. I'm hearing even your whole life. And you finally have reached the summit, right? And it's comfortable because you've taken your time and you've been able to acclimate to this particular zone. Maybe you're in an answered prayer of some kind. And now there is something new that's calling you. You've reached the summit and all you can see is a bigger mountain upon the horizon. And in order to reach that one, it feels like you have to descend off of this mountain first that you've worked so hard to try to scale. And it feels like you're losing either an old part of yourself, an old paradigm, or something that you've worked so hard to attain, something that has served a purpose in your life, but maybe it no longer serves your highest purpose moving forward. You know, it's almost like it was part of the journey and that's all it was. And it's like there is this sacrifice that's required of you during this time. And again, in etymology, that means to make sacred. And then korban is to, in Hebrew, is something is drawing near. It's like there is a new sacred experience for you that is drawing near, but it requires you to move away from a situation that you've acclimated to some kind of degree. Again, it's like you're used to this two-dimensional world and you're a fish underneath the ocean, and it feels like you're literally being plucked out of your two-dimensional world, some type of world that you've got adapted to, and it's like you're being literally dropped off into this new environment right now. And now you're in the world of up. Now you're in a complete new dimension that you're going to be having to adapt to. And I was talking about how this mountain climb that you guys went on, it did not go unwasted. It did serve a purpose. It just no longer does. So you're seeing and feeling and sensing a new one, a new climb that you're being almost beaconed to explore. You know, it's like spirit or this intangible force is kind of, you know, calling you during this time. It's like a calling that you're receiving. And I said it's something new that you're going to have to acclimate to. It's something that is outside of your comfort zone. And you wouldn't have ever seen this if you had not like overcome something that you would have thought to be impossible once upon a time. And you don't know how you're going to do it. You don't know how you're going to do this new climb, but you know that you're fully capable of doing it because you didn't know how you were going to do the last one, but you overcame it. So there's something huge that's going on there. And again, it reminds you of the two-dimensional world where you're being plucked out of an old environment and you're being invited into some kind of new otherworldly experience while you're on this world. Yeah, it's super interesting. It kind of reminds me, you know, I'm even seeing, you've seen things upon the surface, but now you're about to explore the deep sea. Like you're about to explore the current that maybe a part of you has been trying to avoid. And you're going to realize that you don't need to hold your breath underwater, but you're going to be able to breathe. There's something about a different type of experience, like something, it's a new ability that maybe you didn't realize was within you. There's something new that you're going to be pulling up within you. That's the message that's coming through right now. A new environment has been prepared for you. And this is like, again, something that you're going to have to correspond to. And this new reality is in resonance with your highest possible expression. That's the message as well. but you're tuning into your formless nature. And that's seated within this finite vessel. And you're temporarily experiencing it yourself through this vessel. And I'm hearing you're teaching your vessel how to experience you. A being that is highly abundant and has no limitations except for the ones that they set for themselves. Okay, so that's the message clearly with retrograde. There is something that you're bringing forward during this time. Okay, so interesting. And it's, yeah, definitely a interesting vibe. Okay, let's see what else is coming through then. And this is why, again, you're being gifted a year of inspirational growth. I feel like you're even going to inspire yourself. You know, there's something about you're going to inspire yourself, which is super interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's get one of these cards then. Just tune into what's going on. What's the theme around this? What's the theme around this? And this is the right way. Even though it may feel like uncomfortable, but I'm seeing you swim through the currents. Like you're swimming literally. And you're using the power as your own. We have 3 of Swords. Wow. So again, this is like literally a major ending. Okay, a major ending. I'm hearing like say goodbye to your comfort zone or life upon the surface. What else? Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're going to gain clarification on why you're having to say goodbye. This is some kind of clarity that you guys are going to be gaining in regards to... It's almost like a bittersweet moment, and then you have the Shapeshifter and the Knight of Wands here at the base. And that's what I'm seeing. It's almost as if you're equipped with this different kind of... I'm hearing vision. Like you've opened up your vision to a new degree. And you're seeing aspects of yourself that you had never seen before, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at Ace of Swords for you here. So this talks about mental clarity, intellectual power, and a breakthrough and determination. The Ace of Swords and birds represent sharp mental clarity as the swords cleaves through the beak of the bird mountain. Right? Again, another mountain energy. You were hit with an epiphany. And this is almost what I get for you guys. Like at the top of the mountain, you're hit with this massive epiphany. If this card shows up, take it as a sign of an intellectual breakthrough. You have the determination and wisdom to approach whatever you set your mind to. That's exactly what it is. That's what Life Path 5 is all about. They're like, I'm going to scale this mountain. I don't know how, but I know that as I walk the path begins to unfold for me. I know I'll figure it out as I continue on this journey. That's literally the vibe that it gives me here. But there's like a mental reset. It feels like you've had to lose yourself in order to find yourself. That's almost what it feels like here. Like you've lost yourself. It feels like that, but you've lost any limiting belief systems or parts of yourself that are no longer in resonance with this highest expression, this highest octave of yourself. That's what I'm seeing here. And then again, you've got the 3 of birds, which almost feels like something that you're grieving. Again, it's this mountain that you've been climbing. And it was necessary to get you to this point. It was so necessary to get you to this point. You wouldn't be here without that mountain. Okay, let's see. And then you have the Shapeshifter. So let's take a look at the Knight of Wands here. So this talks about a malleable, favorable, and surge of energy. And that's what it is. There's like this surge of energy that you're receiving. It's okay. I don't know how, okay, but I know that it's okay. So the Knight of Wands and the Shapeshifter both exude confident energy. These two are beloved by many because of their ability to be malleable. Again, like being able to adapt to changing circumstances. When this card comes up in a reading, it's a reminder of your own adaptability. Again, like highly, highly adaptable. Change in the face of fear, and it will inspire others to reach higher. And that's exactly what this is. It's like you're facing a fear in some way. And I'm hearing it's something about you're no longer a stranger to yourself. It's almost like this old version of self in some way is now a stranger to you. You know, it feels like that. It's like you're stepping into your authenticity and a different type of power that, yeah, it's being like pulled up from you. Okay, let's see. Let me take a look at an energy of the oracle message for you. But yeah, you're becoming one with water. You have appreciation. This is so interesting because, again, it tells you to take a moment to smell the roses and appreciate how far you've come. And I feel like this is something that's needed. And then we have Healer of the Ages here at the base, which is all about the Christ-like energy. And that's what you guys have done here with Healer of the Ages. That's definitely the vibe that it gives me, for sure. Reminds you of last night. I was looking at, you're questioning something in your life, and it's an invitation to connect with your highest possible octave. And it's like, what is your God? You're integrating with your own creation, you know? That's almost what it gives me. I was seeing something as well last night about whatever it is, you're navigating higher dimensions here. And again, this is like Christ consciousness. It's the birth or transmutation of the DNA into a higher octave within a historical timeline. So you're about to leave a mark in history. Okay, there's something that you guys have been able to transmute. There's something that you've deeply transmuted within yourself. Okay, let's see. Appreciation 15. Yeah, it basically talks about how you're at a phase in your life now where it's time to smell the roses. Choosing gratitude. Okay, so it's like you're choosing gratitude for all that has been. So instead of pausing to experience the blessing of this single flower, the sun is breaking through the clouds, shining on her choice and own the tiny buds waiting to open up. This card upright is telling you that you have much to be grateful for. And like the flowering bush behind the woman on the card, there is much more to come that you can't see yet. And this is the energy that I see, right? Congratulate in all the ways that you're going to be able to climb this next mountain. Congratulate yourself for, I'm hearing all the ways that you're going to open yourself up to a new experience, right? You don't know how you're going to do it, but you're going to do it. Congratulate yourself for every moment that you choose appreciation. This decision shifts your consciousness from lack to value. It's guaranteed to bring more worth and richness to of life to you. Okay, so it's like you're stepping in or you're stepping forward, remembering your abundant nature, okay? And again, it's like you're activating your DNA, right? You're activating some kind of memory within you. And what's lying dormant is the memory that you guys are infinite potential, okay? And again, that means that there's infinite possibilities. So that is you being more conducive. It's like you're able to sustain this knowing. You're able to not just cultivate, but sustain this knowing. Okay, so you have Sky Bridge, possibility for union. Right, so there's something that you're being connected to, and then you have the wall obstacles. Yeah, guys, look at that, right? It's almost like, it feels like with the obstacle and the wall, you've hit a plateau in some aspect of your life, or there's no more room for growth, being a certain version of yourself. And I'm hearing the moment is right for a quantum leap, and that's exactly what possibility for union talks about. Okay, so we'll go ahead and read it. But yeah, you have between worlds here at the base, where it's like you're mastering the realm of the form and the formlessness, and how you want to you are your higher self that has incarnated into this vessel. And now that you've remembered that, what do you want? Like, what do you want your life to be, and what do you want to experience, right? So with the wall, again, it seems like there's no more moving forward in a particular situation. It's like you've already reached, maybe there's nothing left to be learned in a particular situation, but it talks about, again, where your non-action is also an action, right? There's something around don't leave this as a but if or a what if or a should have, could have, would have. This is a temporary roadblock. It's not an obstacle to blast through. This is an invitation. It's not an invitation to push harder, okay, during this time. It's a stopping point to allow you to slow down and contemplate the part of the manifesting equation that you and everyone else forgets. Life on life's terms will override your best laid plans. Yes, as inconvenient as it may seem, this experience is an important reminder that you're a human being and not a human doing. Perhaps you're being reminded of your morality, or that you're but a small part of a bigger universe where your destiny intersects with others. So yeah, again, you may have been meant to serve another purpose somewhere else at this point, okay? And it's like there was a purpose for you walking up this last mountain, and you would not have seen this bridge, right? This sky bridge, possibility for union, without that mountain climb. Like, you would not have remembered yourself without this. So yeah, it's a place of temporary non-action, and it's meant for you, okay? So surrender to it. Perhaps it's because all that you desire and have set in motion needs time to coalesce into form on the other side. Could it be that not all the elements are yet in place for the highest good of all? Patience is required right now. And know that, again, what is truly for you will never be walled off from you. So you're literally at the perfect place at the perfect time. You are arriving at not just a new version of yourself, but also a part of your life that is so necessary and designed for you at this stage in your evolution journey. Not a moment sooner, not a moment later. You are literally right on time. You're right on time. Okay, let's take a look at 47 then, because this is, yeah, it's beautiful. So possibility of union, what needs to be connected or disconnected, right? So you stand before a seemingly unbreachable abyss. There is no possibility of retreat. The path behind you is no longer a viable option. You have to act soon though, or you'll run the risk of being stuck at the edge of the cliff. Life has brought you to this moment. Yeah, and that's what it is. It's almost like, again, this mountain, and you thought maybe what you had planned is not going to go the way you planned, but it's going to turn out better than you had even initially hoped. Okay. I'm seeing somebody get to the mountain and they thought that they could descend down that side, but it's just unsafe. There's something around, it's no longer in alignment. There's something new that's calling you, and it does require you with retrograde to have the illusion of moving backwards in some aspect of your life. Maybe you're revisiting something, right? With tidal force, things are going to be pulled up inside of you. But with retrograde, it's like you saw what it is that you needed to see. You've collected some kind of information or data, and now you're bringing that with you. That's literally the energy that I'm receiving. It's like you're walking up this mountain. The person that you are walking up this mountain is not the person that you are walking down. Ooh, confirmation chills. You are not the same person. And I'm hearing what awaits you at the bottom of that mountain is much different than the time of your ascent. Okay. And again, we're always moving in these cyclical cycles, right? This spherical model, that is time. Okay, so life has brought you to this moment to offer you as yet undreamt of possibilities, but you must no longer postpone what you know to be inevitable. And yes, you're allowed to take a breath or two before the leap. So take a bit of time to yourself, get away for a day or two of contemplation, or even for just a few minutes. Walk to clear your head. Muster your courage so that you may cross the sky bridge. And I'm seeing like directions that you're receiving in regard to this. It's like there is now this guideline, there is this sense of direction that you have that's a lot clearer. It's almost like you didn't know that maybe this is what you wanted until that point. You know, there's like something shifting, changing, evolving. So Skybridge appears when the moment is absolutely right for a quantum leap. Life believes that you are ready, even if you do not agree. Remember not to confuse your true state of readiness with your plans and preparations. Respond with a determined yes and let the universe take care of the details. You need only hold on to your positive affirmation, and the way will become obvious as you take flight and clear the abyss. Again, the way will become obvious as you walk on this way, and the map is inside of you. Again, these internal network that you have, right? is leading you to new external places. The map is literally within you. And you know it. And I'm seeing like X marks the spot, right? X marks the spot. And I was seeing that with Vertex as well yesterday on that shop. I was seeing it, and the X is the only capital letter. So there is almost like this destiny's gate that you're being led to. Fated encounters, fated epiphanies, information, circumstances. But whatever it is, it's very potent, okay, is what's coming through. It's just incredibly, incredibly potent. Fated memories. And I'm hearing like if in recent time you've been feeling dry and stagnant, this is why. This is going to be like a replenishing, it's going to replenish your life force. It's going to excite you. Okay, there's something that's going to completely excite you. It's not just the birth of a new you, but it's a birth of a new experience. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna, oh, let's see. Let's take a look at a wisdom of the oracle message. Regeneration. I know I've been like, I hear myself do it. I'm like, why the sarcasm? I don't know. But it's just, it's one of those moments where I literally talked about the birth of a new you. It's very uncanny. That's what it is. It's almost like, you know what it is? It's, a part of you has known everything has been new to this moment. Like a part of you has always known. Okay, let's see. 46. And I literally opened the page on the new life, right? Okay, so rebirth, second chances, and new opportunities. Second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now being revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful. The rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. So again, it literally says in this energy, if it's relationships for you guys, there is life after death, love after loss. And in this moment, you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. So it's just, wow. Can you feel it, right? Love is rising up to greet you. Now, this is the emergence of new things, and you're going to see evidence play out in your life. Even if this is doing something that you love, it could be the relationship that you have to something, or maybe the relationship that you have to yourself, right? It's like you're rising up to meet the highest octave of yourself, and that's really what it feels like here. Truly. So, maybe some of you feel like it appears like you've failed at something, but that failure is a part of the success, okay? It's like, if you feel like you've gone through hell, why stop there? You know, like you better keep on going straight on towards where that energy stays flowing, you know? Allow your best self to keep on growing. It's that type of energy, okay? So again, this is a seed that's germinating inside of you, inside of your subconscious, and it's pushing through into your awareness. So something is letting itself be known to you during this time. Aspects of yourself are allowing themselves to be known to you. And it says new opportunities will appear, okay, during this time. And now's one of those times where out of seeming loss and failure comes remarkable abundance, okay? It says much better than those that came before. It appears like gifts from the gods. Okay, so again, this is literally going to appear like this is a gift, okay? It's becoming apparent that there's a new you, a new start, and a more powerful version and form of what you began to plant in the garden of your imagination that has surfaced. Do not dwell on the past, because you're really experiencing a rebirth. Allow yourself to be reborn. That's what you guys are going through right now. It's not your destruction, it is your rebirth. Wow. Super interesting. And again, this energy is like the lightning bolt, right? It's almost Uranus energy. And this is like the tower moment. So you may feel like there is something that has felt like it was overpowering you. Again, it's like, oh, the world is so big. And then you become empowered, where it's like, oh my gosh, the world is so big, and this illusion does exist to serve me. There is this narrative switch and this shift of paradigm, and it's shifting your timelines. I'm also hearing the timelines that you're now opening yourself up to, that are now becoming accessible to you via your frequency. So yeah, really beautiful energy here. Anything else? There was something else that was coming through, but yeah, not too sure. I'm seeing the Emperor as well. So this could be about you guys. You're going to be stepping into a position of authority. Some of you are here, you're building some type of empire. Something whatever it is that you're building, even within yourself, it's built to last. I'm hearing there's no cracks, so it will not crumble. But there's literally a phoenix rising moment right now from the ashes. That's what you're going through. It's like rising and taking a new shape and form. Yeah, you're going through like a huge metamorphosis. Okay, let's go ahead and see then. Let's get some messages from, I'm hearing the great beyond, okay? So something that I say, maybe some of you guys say that, the great beyond. I quite like that phrase. Let's see. The divine matrix and karmic board clearing, energetic clearing, rewrite your story and live in your truth. Wow, God instances, synchronicity, interconnectedness. Yeah, you're seeing the part that certain people have played in your story, okay? And I'm seeing something quite hard. The word that's coming through is brutal. Maybe you guys feel like it's quite a savage move that has to be made, but I'm hearing it's a sacred one. Where some people, when they climb the mountain, they may fall off. That's the energy that I'm receiving, okay? And I'm seeing you guys as like this mountain goat. Remember when we did that reading? It's like where the underdog rises and becomes the goat. That's like you guys right now. But it's like you've been well equipped and built and designed for this climb. And I feel like that's becoming obvious to you during this time. I'm seeing you may look around and it may appear like there's chaos going on, where not everyone can sustain this climb. And you make this climb look so easy. But there's a lot that you're processing internally. Super interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the karmic board clearing. So you guys have definitely, again, been doing a lot of work in the astral. And possibly, again, through meditation as well. Karmic board clearing. Here we go. So this talks about, again, rewriting your story and living in your truth. So this is healing energy coming into your field right now. Again, you're realizing that there was no bad choices or wrong behavior. This is about you guys stepping into a really positive experience here on Earth. And you're no longer scared of the unknown, okay? There was a part of you that was, but now you're beginning to make friends with it. If you're being overwhelmed by traumatic memories or painful events, know it's because this old energy is no longer serving you and that your spirit is called for it to be released. Wow. I'm seeing somebody like carry a bunch of baggage up this mountain that you've gone through. And I'm seeing the person that walks down that mountain is no longer carrying on to that baggage. This could be emotional baggage. Maybe it's things that you felt like guilt or shame around. But I'm seeing you literally like throw this bag of luggage off the mountain. And you're like, you're coming down and it's weightless and you can run down. And what you were carrying was necessary for you to carry this new energy with you back down. Wow. Wow. And I'm seeing some of you in that moment, it feels like you're discovering that you can fly. You know, I'm seeing somebody even grow wings at the top of the mountain. And they drop their luggage down the cliff. And in that moment, they realize that, oh wow, I can now use my wings. No wonder I couldn't fly. There was so much that was weighing me down. But it feels like you've been holding onto it for so long, right? Maybe it's stories that you've told yourself, I don't know, but Know that receiving this message means your energetic self has been taken to the karmic board during sleep or meditation, so that your light body can be cleared of all karmic blockages and stories. All fears, phobias, challenges with partners and relationships, and feelings of being misunderstood are being released now. You are ready to move forward. And again, a lot of you, it was never even your burden to carry. I feel like this is even ancestral, like wounds that you're transmuting. There's something that's going on, but whoever you are, you're not the same person that you once were, that you knew yourself to be. Okay, let's take a look at the divine matrix, and then I'll probably love and leave you guys right there because it's the time. I'm trying to be mindful, I'm gonna go live with you. So let's see. The divine matrix, here we go. And it's, again, this incredibly intelligent, self-organizing system that you've been in, okay? Okay, so this is saying, again, everything is interconnected during this time. You're in alignment with the oneness of the universe and the inner workings. You are part of something great. This means that you are experiencing greatness itself, okay? And you are greatness experiencing itself. Not one thing in your life has happened by chance. Again, you didn't get here by chance. You did not. Even when you felt that things have been against you, a process has been unfolding, helping you understand your connectedness to all things, right? Like, you are the main character in this dream. You are source dreaming itself into being through your subjective eyes. And everyone else is also you, but has also been playing a part in your story, okay? So even when you felt, again, that things have been against you, things have been unfolding, helping you understand your connectedness to all things. So there's no need to feel insignificant or lonely. It's always important to remember that the universe is always working in your favor and for your highest good. You may have felt lost, and know that nothing is ever lost, for we're all held in the heart of source, and love is our connection to all things. Yeah. There could have been shame that you were carrying up that mountain, but whatever it is, it's like, again, by the end of it, you're loving yourself into change now. You're realizing that shame is not yours to hold on to. It was never yours. There's definitely this energy of just being proud, especially with appreciation and gratitude. There is this liberating feeling with Uranus. Okay, let's see. Let's get a Star Child message, and then we might get a message from your guides as well. Jeez. You right there? Surrender. How beautiful, right? Surrender. And again, this is like a unicorn energy. And then you also have Lemurian guide, okay? So there could be a guide that is making itself known to you, that's encoded within your field right now, and could be assisting you when it comes to this transition period that you're going through. Let me go ahead and find this card and see. Comparison. Oh, and you're no longer like comparing as well, because they say like comparison, right? Comparison, yeah, like comparison. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely things that you're no longer it's like you're no longer comparing anything, right? Comparison is the thief of joy. Okay, let's see. Again, especially your path to anyone else's, because it's not going to look like anyone else's. Okay, surrender, release misaligned energies, retune to your truth, and clear out old trauma. Healing soul scars. So heaven on earth, peace beyond survival. I surrender to, again, it's like you're walking up that mountain in the eyes of survival, right? And it's like, now you're looking at life through new eyes by the time you're walking down. Okay, so recognizing everything as a path back to light and love that wants to bless me. So you're no longer fighting against the flow, or maybe feeling like someone expects this from you. So your heart is wise and orients towards truth and joy. Even if others tell you to follow old paradigms, it is showing you a way of fighting with reality and into heaven on earth. So again, there's a different type of surrender that you're moving towards. And this is the plunge pool. Do you guys notice this? If you've been here a while, you have the waterfall and then you've got the plunge pool at the bottom. So it's like, there is this plunge pool that you're now in. It's like you are at this new destination that you had chosen for yourself. Okay. And there's a new destination. I'm here. Yeah, it's like this within yourself. And it's taking you to a new destination externally outside of yourself. But there's something there. It's like you've come to this conclusion. You've made up your mind about something. I'm hearing your heart is now in resonance with your head in regards to this. Like, there is this completion that's taking place. There is this closure that you're giving yourself. So, the mind will tell you dangers of limitations, but your heart tells you of unlimited possibilities. My Lemurian star child, this shows you the difference between the mind and the heart flow. How funny, because I literally just said that. Look at the Lemurian pool. This is shown on the card and asks for its messages. The healing pool reveals great secrets when you see your own reflection in it. You might see yourself as a unicorn, which is symbolic for your spiritual self, your divine abilities and gifts. Okay, so again, releasing old identities with their thoughts, emotions, beliefs, judgments. Then this is what you are surrendering, right? No longer arguing with your own thoughts. Life is too short to spend on the data war with yourself in regards to this, okay? I'm seeing you guys just be more compassionate and loving towards yourself on the way down. You know, it's like you're being gentle with yourself, and that's what appreciation asks of you. Do you appreciate yourself? What the mind sees with the physical eyes is only partial truth. You are the one who sees with the eyes of the cosmic heart source. Again, you're like seeing life through the eyes of the soul, right? So allow your spiritual eyes to see beautiful colors in the water, the beautiful shades of turquoise, emerald, and bright white light are calling you to go inward and letting you know that you no longer have to follow the vicious circle of the mind. This is what you surrender in the peace beyond survival, the letting go of the will of the ego. And again, eventually the ego becomes background noise, like in a coffee shop. It's like you are not those thoughts. They were never you, right? It's an aspect that you're experiencing yourself through, but it's not you. You're not tied to it. Okay, so yeah, there's something huge that's going on. You're no longer blocking your joyful expression, and know that your current situation is not your final destination. There is somewhere new that you're being taken to, but it was necessary for you to come to this internal destination before you were taken to a new external one. You are honored if you surrender. You are honored if your surrender takes you into these feelings with the opportunity to heal them in this loving pool, so you can find your heart flow and stand on your own 2 feet. Yeah, it's like you're moving forward totally sovereign, not being held back by anything or anyone. There is this different role that you're playing now. All right, let's take a look at a spirit guide message by Let Go Flow, and then I'll probably love and leave you guys right there. Happy full moon, abundance, right? Rich inside and out, generous money flow, prosperity is on its way to you. Okay, so again, abundance, and we have the answer is yes, guys, here at the base. The answer is yes. And again, Let Go Flow said it first, right? Let go and allow yourself to flow. So guys, I'm gonna love and leave you right there. It was definitely, I don't know what I was expecting with this reading. They just said, you know, just flow with it. So that's what we did. I hope this is exactly what it is that you needed to hear at this stage in your journey. If you're not already subscribed to this channel and want to stick around for future reads, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below, and our Discord server is also down below if you guys want to tune into that. And yes, I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Until next time, bye.